the pronunciation training on vowels. Let's get started right away. Oh, backwards. 1 second. So this pronunciation video will be about vowels. We're going to start with short vowels. One of the best ways to teach these sounds is to use your jaw and to use the visual of a versus e versus I. A, I. That's very helpful with the students to understand the differences between these sounds. Oftentimes they will say the sound for I, they will say E. And you'll notice E, my teeth are together. I, they are not. So that's one thing I have them visualize is say, okay, not E, it's I, A. So these are the first short vowel sounds. A, round mouth. Is also round and a little bit wider. So after these short vowel sounds are introduced in conjunction with the alphabet, as you're doing phonics, say with the consonants, once you know these short vowels, you can right away start them reading. So using this fun Doraemon reading pencil that was Nico's idea that I have made, you can use the short vowel sound, put consonants on each side. Actually, for me, this is a B, and that's a D. However, it looks different in the video. So they can read bad versus bed versus bid versus bod versus bud. And these are interchangeable consonants. So that's a great way for students to practice the short vowel sounds. Now, if we want to talk about long vowel sounds, an easy way to explain this to a non-native speaker or children is to talk about the magic E. Let's also make that so it's not backwards. So the magic E will generally go at the end of a word. So if we're reading, we're going to read this way. Instead of it saying bid, with the magic E, this I becomes its letter name or its long vowel sound, which is I. So bide. I like to say that the magic E can jump. It likes to jump one letter, land on top of the other vowel, and make it say its name. Children love that. They love the idea of an E. I. So instead of bid, it's bide. Okay, and that works for the A up here. Instead of bad, it would be bade, because the magic E can jump one letter, and it can make the other letter say its name, the other vowel say its name. I skipped that one because generally E, because it's the same vowel, I'll tell the kids that it's a twin. So generally E will go together. It will not be separated and have to jump because it's already a twin. So generally what happens when we do the long vowel sound for E, which is its name E, the E's are together like little twins. So bead. Okay. So in quick review, these are the short vowel sounds. A, I, and To make it a long vowel, all you do is you add an E, the magic E to each of these short vowels, and that magic E makes the vowel say its name, or it makes the long vowel sound. So it's A, E, I, O, and U. And that magic E will jump. For example, 8. E jumps over, makes the A say its name. 8, late. We have ice. We have Coke. And you get the idea. This could be cute. And generally with E, they will be together for a word such as feet. Okay, so that is one way to teach short vowel sounds and then later introduce long vowel sounds with the magic E. You can still use the fun magic pencil and just add an E to the end so they can practice their reading. This is also helpful just telling your counterparts how these vowels work. Of course, in English, there are a lot of rules and a lot of exceptions. However, you'll want to start with the basics and then talk about exceptions later. So, for example, we have 2 more letter vowel combinations that make the ah sound, like the letter O, the short O sound. A-W and A-U. Again, I think that's backwards. Maybe you can see it that way. A-W, A-U. Okay, and the best way for this to go into your memory, maybe a counterpart more so than a child, but even children, even though they're not native speakers, might be able to handle this. Drawing a picture with a word for each of these vowel sounds to help them remember that makes the ah sound. So I've drawn an awesome automobile because it has the ah sound for the AU and the ah sound for the AW. Awesome automobile. Another vowel combo that comes up is the ow sound. The ow sound. Generally, OU and OW make the ow sound. There are exceptions, but most of the time, those two both say ow. So I made a silly picture. I made a loud cow. Kind of looks like a cow blowing fire, but it's supposed to be loud. Again, putting these letter combos together, make U and the OW make the ow sound, like a loud cow. Another vowel combo, OY and OI both say oi. Okay, so I drew a boy with a coin to remember that OY and OI make the oi sound. Going further, there's the OO combo, which makes 2 sounds. So OO, when you say school, makes the oo sound. School, cool, pool. However, sometimes it does not. Students find it very funny when you talk about the word book, and they've been practicing the word book, and you say book, and they realize, okay, that's a little off. You're not supposed to say book. You're supposed to say book. So it's like a sound. Look, book, took. It's not took or luke, even though they're both the OO. So I just drew a school book to practice the oo sound and the sound. It's almost like a short U sound, but a little bit different. So that's something maybe to talk about with your counterparts, or just be aware of it yourself so that when you are teaching pronunciation, maybe you're talking about school versus book, you don't want the kids to say them similarly. They are different vowel sounds, even though they look the same. They're spelled the same. Last combos are the short vowel sounds with an R, and they make unique sounds such as OR. Orange. So the OR is or, just like the word or. Orange. For. Obviously, there are exceptions. The word for, F-O-U-R, is not four, according to our rules. It's an exception. Generally, OR is or, though, so I drew an orange. Then there's AR, and that's the R sound, like a pirate, but like a party. So that's R versus or, and I drew a party. And then the last three letters, E, I, and U, when they're comboed with R, make the same sound. So this is a fun one to draw. I drew a bird. They're all the sound. Okay, so that's a good rule. Maybe this is even Matayom level where you're trying to help them read and differentiate. And you can tell them, hey, these three letter combos are going to make the same sound. And And to draw a silly picture is just going to help them in their memories. I don't know if they're used to surfing or sea surfing a lot, but you could explain it. All right, so that's that. Basically, what I wanted to show you next, and I will send out in the email, it'll be on a Google Drive, is that all of these vowels can be easily organized into a vowel chart. And this vowel chart is another way for students to feel the sounds, see the similarities, and the differences. This is probably more for your information, possibly for counterparts information. The more you know, the easier you can teach someone about it. So you might be able to see this backwards. Okay. So the gist behind this is that from the nose to the mouth, these letter combos are going to be smiley letter combos. So let's just start from the top. This is E, I, I, A, As you see, as I said them, my jaw got wider, but these all involve smiling when you make the sound. So I usually will make sure that my students are very aware if I'm making an I sound that I'm smiling so that they know that's how they make the sound. When we come down here to the short O sound, which is also A-W-A-U, aw, it's just a big round mouth, like you go to the doctor and you say, aw. Okay, so if these ones are smileys, we could call these ones openers. You're opening your mouth very wide, which leaves us with the last ones, which are U, U, and O. Okay, all of these, your mouth is rounded. You can call them roundies, you can call them circlies, whatever. But these ones are similar in the way that your mouth is shaped. Then I really like these designations and names because when we get to ow and oi, we realize that we use combos of these. So for example, if you say the sound ow, you start off as an opener and you end up as a roundy, we'll call it that. So ow, ow. So that's kind of fun. Oi ends in a smile, but it starts in a round circle. So it's oi. So it goes from here to there. So we can call these slider sounds. Again, just the more you know, the more you can teach someone else and enjoy it. The other letter combos were the vowel combos were short vowels plus R, and those just make sounds. R, or, and . Okay, so I put them like on the side of the chart. Again, there's a chart like this that I will have available with all the materials. I just wanted to introduce it to you. Last but not least, I will just introduce 2 rules that could be helpful when teaching pronunciation and reading. This obviously has to do with reading, but pronunciation as well for the feeling. Some other letter combinations make long vowel sounds. So the rule for this is it's called when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. Okay. Maybe for children, they're not going to understand that fully. Again, maybe a matayom thing, maybe just teaching your counterpart, or maybe just for your information. But this letter combination, ooh, I wish I could turn it around. You understand, basically. A-I, the first vowel does the talking. So this vowel combo is going to say the letter A, like in sail. When these 2 vowels go walking, O and A, the first one does the talking. So this one is O, as in boat. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So the letter E will speak. It'll say its name. So E-A also says E, as in sea. Okay, so this is just another way to draw a picture in order to remember these rules. Pictures really do concretize understanding. So this is just a fun way to introduce that type of rule. The exceptions. One more important rule that I think is pretty relevant for Thai English speakers is the LE rule, because I've worked with my counterpart and she insists that the girl in our class who her nickname is Bun, I believe, she spells it. Here, let me just show you. I'm getting good at writing backwards. She spells it B-L-E for bun. Bun. And I told her that that is not correct. This is bull. Okay, it's the ul sound, which is very difficult for Thais to pronounce at times. So it's that L sound we did in the consonants video. The letter L, your tongue comes up and curls up. So it's ul, ul. It's towards the front of your mouth as well. And I gave her, examples. Bubble. You don't say babun. This is why oftentimes you'll hear kids say apple when it's actually apple. The P-L-E is the pull. So the L-E rule, I made as an octopus. And the octopus has all these legs and all these ways to say ol with different consonants. So this one's bull, coal, dull, full, goal, pull, and toll. I think there's another one. It's probably K. No. I remember now. It's Z, zol, like dazzle. Z-L-E. Okay. So this is a way to practice this letter combination, especially because Thai say it wrong all the time. One quick rule before I end this video is that when you're using this rule, so for example, this says bubble. You'll notice that there's bub and then bull. I think you can read it this way. Bubble. This is making the short U sound. Bubble, tackle, short A, fiddle, waffle, goggles. All short vowel sounds because of these double letters. Double F, double D, a C and a K together, double B, double G. If you only have one letter, so for example, for the PLE, pull, apple, short vowel, But any combo of two vowels together or just a vowel combination is going to be a long vowel sound. This one's purple, and this one does not have an extra P. There's no double P. Little, short I. Title, I said its name. It's a long vowel sound because there's only one T. This has to do with a syllable rule. However, just to be aware that these double letters will keep this vowel sound short. And when there's not a double letter, it will make it long. Kind of like that magic E where he jumps over, makes the vowel say its name. Just very quickly, the magic E can only, let's make this rule really quick, can only jump over one letter. I don't know if I made that clear. This is a good example. Okay, so these words, let me see if I can read it. The words hop, hope, and hopper. Short O sound. Okay. When you put this E here, the magic E, the E jumps over, the O now says its name, it's long vowel sound, so now it's hope. But if you put an extra P in here, this vowel sound now becomes short again. Now it's hopper. Because when I show the kids, I just say, this E jumps over, and crashes. Because he can't make it to the O. He can only jump one letter. He's allowed to jump here. He can jump one letter. So they kind of find that funny. Again, just a silly rule. Hopefully to help them understand. Maybe only a few kids will really get it. But it's a fun way to teach pronunciation. So I hope that was helpful. I will have some of these materials available on a Google Drive, and I will send that out in an email. And we will keep these videos available on our YouTube channel so that later generations of Peace Corps volunteers can also watch this and get some information, and we can keep sharing ideas and techniques with each other, and we don't lose it each year. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining and for listening to this. I hope it was helpful, and have a wonderful Friday night. Goodbye.